So the 1 hour timer just started now, and in today's video I'm gonna give myself 1 full hour to build a city in City Skylines. There's one catch though. There's gonna be no editing and no cuts and none of them all. I'm just gonna give you guys raw footage of me building a city in only 1 hour's time. How far will I get? I really don't know, but I'm wasting time right now. So let's jump into the video. So first things first, we're gonna create a new world. Then we're gonna choose normal mode. We're not gonna play the easy mode. And then we're gonna play on Great Highlands. I think I want to play on this map. And then we should give our city a name. Why would I bother naming my city? But for now, we're gonna call it New. Caps lock is on, so New Wanton. Just like that. New Wanton. I like it. I hope you guys like it. And let's start building a city. So grab yourself a warm cup of coffee and just enjoy this whole process. I'm wasting time now, I know, but this is gonna be awesome. Let's get into it. So we got a nice little roundabout here coming from a highway, and then on this side I believe also we have a nice little highway coming from this side. It's a 2-lane highway. Nice work. So let's use the roundabout the game just provided us and let's start building. But before we do that, let's go to our power station and see which way the wind is blowing, because that's important. If you build your power station in front of your residential area and the wind is blowing over the residential area, the residence is going to get sick of the air pollution. That's not right, bro. And then also we need to check out where our water is flowing. So our water is flowing, I think this is like the west side of the map. So it's coming from here and work our way down here. So our pollution probably want to be in this little area here, our drainage, all our poo. We want to go into this area. And then also we want to pump water. Do we have any water? Yeah, we can pump water over here and also here. So let's check. I think my residential area, of course, is gonna be not residential. My industry is gonna be just over here, all the factories and stuff. And then over here to this side, I'm gonna have a nice little residential area. Cut off this whole area, and between it, we're gonna do the market. This is the commercial zone. So let's spread off our roads first. So let's go to our factory area. What should we call this? This is the industrial demand. So the industrial area, that's the right word. Struggling to find it with my non so proper English. So I'm gonna extend this 4-lane road to this side, and from this 4-lane road I'm gonna go with a 2-lane road. I'm gonna go down over here, and this is where our industry area is going to be. Industrial area. And then on top over here we're going to have our residential zone. So are we going to go with the grids or are we going to go with the free patterns? I like to keep my city nice and neat, so let's try to do free patterns and not use the easy grid. I can go with a lot of grids and build a smooth city, but that's not me. I want to have a little bit of wonky inside, and to do that you just click this button and you build one there and you go 90 degree, not 90 degree, like that. This is to put a bit of swerving. And over here we can have some beach houses. So let's get to work with our beach houses. So this road is just gonna end somewhere about here, where it's gonna find another place to connect up with. So we're gonna connect up this road to this road, so we can make a nice little bridge. So let's go over here and just about there, and we make a lovely little bridge. Lovely jubbly. Oh, that's a bit of a wonky road, but it will work. And then we're just gonna put in 1 turn. So we're gonna check out where that area is, and then 1 turn we should connect it up. That didn't work that good. Why won't it connect? Oh, okay, it's invalid shape. So let's go from this side. Now it's gonna work. Check it. And that works just as good. We have a nice little bridge, our first bridge, only 1 pillar. I almost said it's time for bridge review, but I'm no engineer, so I can't judge bridges. That's all that I'm saying. So for industrial zone, we have a nice little highway coming in from here. So for now, we're just gonna go with a nice little circle, and then from which we're gonna take this circle, we're gonna take a regular road again, and we're gonna connect it up to a 4-lane road that's just above over here. So let's see where the snapping is gonna connect in, just over there. We're gonna have a nice little stop over there. We're gonna also have a road going from this side. Now this is gonna be our industry area for now. So let's just connect it up with some 2-lane roads. So a thing about the industrial area, there isn't really a lot of traffic. So you can use these regular 2-lane roads and don't necessarily have to worry about a lot of traffic that's gonna go through the city or through the industry or through the industrial area. So just build some of these little 2-lane roads, and it should just do the trick for you. So I'm just gonna connect it up, and yeah, a little trick if you want to make sure your industrial area is not connecting to your main roads, you can just build a road as close as possibly to this road, and then it should only connect up to your 2-lane roads, just like this. And over here we have that little space in between. You can just provide it with a little road, and then you can give it a dead end. I actually love this new dead end. But then you have some more building space, and you can do exactly the same over here. But I'm gonna go with a nice little, not making another block out of it, because then we can go right through and finish it up over here. Now we have an industry area. Let's just pause the game for now, because I see the time is running and I'm losing money and I can't afford that at the moment. Now we want to do our residential area. So for our beach houses that's going to be on the side, let's provide them with a nice little 2-lane road. A nice little thick 2-lane road, not the small one. And then we're going to go with the landscape. It just looks a lot better when you go with the landscape, just like this. Nice. Just flowing with the landscape. It just gives the city more of a realistic view. It's a free-flowing city, of course. It's not a grid city. It's a free-flowing city. That's what I'm aiming to build. And then also you can just connect this up over here. And yeah, this is gonna be the outline for my residential area. Now let's just close it up with some small little roads, just connecting each side up. So in between over here, I think I'm gonna do my commercial area, the blue area, where they're going to do some shopping and all that stuff. And then it's important to use these roads. But for now, let's just connect this area up over here. So now I'm just gonna sit in quiet and do this. And that is nice stuff. Just another road over there. And this is gonna be our little residential area. And now let's quickly build our commercial area where they can do their shopping and stuff. So again, we want to make our main road that's flowing through the city. This road you call the arterial road. So you want these roads to flow through your city, and you don't want to have a lot of stops on it. Some stops are right, but not a lot. Let's important that this road is the most flowing of them all. A road that flows the most of them all. That sounds like I'm gonna give you guys a little what's it Snow White speech or something. The fairest of them all. And now we're just gonna go again, connecting up roads. It's a lot of road building. I can't wait to jump into commercializing it and stuff. So you need to, when you're building roads, you always need to think about the future, about how the traffic is going to look in your city. And that's one thing I can't predict very good in this game. The traffic is always an issue to me, and I don't know why. I think I don't build enough roads maybe, or I don't have enough entry points to my city. So to avoid another stop, you see these two stops here, but now I'm a resident, I want to come to this side. We're just gonna go with a bridge, just a little bridge, just small, just over here, just a little nick of a bridge, just like this. We want to keep that 90-degree angle so it works out beautifully, just like that, a little bridge. And then we're gonna come down. So we're gonna come down, make sure it doesn't extend that long. So let's go to there, and then we're gonna take the turn, and then we're gonna align ourselves directly with our road, just like that, just something like that. And then again we're gonna do the same this side, but now we're just gonna go till it's great. I have on 190, just like that, and thereafter we're gonna connect it up. But this time we're only gonna do one turn to connect it up with a 90-degree angle. Important to connect your stuff up with 90-degree angles. That wasn't a 90-degree angle, but just think it was. It's important to connect your stuff up with a 90-degree angle. It makes your city looks much more well designed. Let's use that word. Look, I'm going down the strands. I just want to go down and connect up to that bridge. It just looks so awesome. Why do I want to do this so badly? No, I messed up this bridge. I don't want to mess up that bridge. So for now, we're gonna use this design to fill in our first area. So over here, we're gonna have our residential area. We actually can put a little bit of a water pump in over here, just like that. Gonna pump a decent amount of water over there. And then we want to have sewage inside this little bay area over here. We're gonna throw in our sewage. Then it's important to connect up the sewage. And then we want to have our power station. I think I'm gonna go with a small coal power station. And then we can build this on a main road, or maybe over there. Yes, that's the perfect spot. And then we'll connect up these pylons with our grid outside. So I think I'm gonna stay underneath the ground and connect it up like this. Then you don't struggle much with pylons over the water. It's nice and tucked away. And then over here we're gonna do our commercial zone. So let's just color in the insides of this grid pattern I just built for a commercial zone, just like this. And then over here we're gonna do our oh, that was the industrial zone. Now we're gonna do our commercial zone. My English are sometimes interesting. And then over here we're gonna do our beach houses. That's outside on the outskirts, just like that. And then inside we're gonna go with our regular residential areas, just like this. So at the moment they have nothing fun. I've unlocked nothing yet. I will start unlocking stuff eventually. But let's get the city to play, and let's get advancing. I'm almost at the next level. Let's just take a sip of my coffee over here. That's nice. Yeah, just what the soul needs. So the commercial zone is quite growing, so we can place another more inside my city. More commercial zones. Why not? I love it. Let's get that meter down. The people are not very happy at the moment. But let's unlock on new stuff. So first things first, we can have healthcare, then I think it's gonna be garbage removal, and then schools. At the moment we don't have schools. So we have a water pump, we have a drainage system in. So let's start just expanding this area. I want to cover this area also up with this little thin 2-lane roads. So what I didn't check is the farm area. It's important to farm in this game. So yes, is quite a big farm here. So I'm gonna put a nice little farming over here. So from this main 2-lane road, we're gonna go with a narrow gravel road. So farms have usually gravel roads because it's cheap roads and it doesn't require a lot of maintenance, just here and then a little bit of scrap, but not much maintenance. And we reach our first milestone. We're a tiny village. Well, that is awesome. So we want to be a city by the end of this video, so we might have a lot to do. So let's keep on going. So we're just gonna give a 90-degree angle. We're gonna come down here and then we're gonna connect it up our little dirt patch just about over there. And then let's see our residential areas keep growing, and that's for the row houses, I think. Yes, row houses. Let's get some row houses in. So row houses you want to put in nice little grid places because otherwise it doesn't look good. So just this grid little places. There our row houses is going in. And now let's build the city farm. Oh, okay, it's time for media centers also. Well, I'm gonna go with a small little clinic just over here in this corner. You want to make sure your clinics and stuff are close to the main road, to arterial road, so that they can get easily to the place they need to be. So I think this is farmland still. So, but I want to build my garbage on the side. Let's just hang on a bit and let's build our farms first. So first things first, we need to go to our farming menu over here, and then we're gonna make some wheat fields. So just about over here, it's gonna be big enough. Yes, we're gonna make a nice little block of wheat field. So let's start from this corner. Out of this corner, we're gonna go to, I think there-ish. We're gonna go with a nice little 90-degree angle, and we're just gonna close this up by following the road the whole time. It should be 90 degrees wide, aren't it? Let's go closer, check if I can squeeze it in over there. Okay, I don't know why it's not, but let's just keep on. Maybe I pulled the roads a bit out of line, but there it is. Our first little farm are on, and it's working. It should produce us a nice little stuff. And now I probably wanna add a farm over here also. Let's check where we can add another farm over to this side. Yes, to this side. I probably wanna add a farm just about here. So let's get our gravel roads out and let's lay the outline of this farm. So from here we're gonna go just a little 90-degree angle and we're gonna close it up over here. So let's connect up to this main little 4-lane road of a gravel road. You shouldn't do this because the traffic is probably gonna follow this road. But let's just hope for the best, because I really want my farm to get in here. Yeah, just like this. And now we're just gonna connect the farm up by following. Now we can go over 91. That's gonna work. Close it up. Just like that. Some more farming. Now we have some farming blocks on the way. Over here we can do a nice little animal farm. Why not? Just to complete this block up. So we're gonna start that way and work our way to the circle. It's so difficult to see. We're gonna work our way to there, and then to this corner, go down, and then we connect everything up. Nice stuff. Now we have a little bit of animal farming, we have some grain farms, and that should do the trick. So what we're gonna spend our first point on, I haven't looked into this yet. I think I want to go with probably advanced road service or roundabouts. Let's go with roundabouts. I like myself some big roundabouts. You see, that's the first thing I did wrong. I want to upgrade this roundabout now. So I need to go back here and pull this road a bit away, and then I can upgrade my roundabout to a big one. A nice little chunky one, because this is the entry to the city. It needs to be big. And now we're going to work our way again around it by pressing this button and then just pull it to the roundabout, just like this. And then we're going to close it up, just like that. Nice. So we have a nice little big roundabout in. We haven't had traffic issues yet, But I see we have our first death, so we need to go with a cemetery. This stuff just looks, it's expensive. I don't want to build this, but you need a cemetery in your city because the dead people need a place to go. Rest in peace. So there's a nice little cemetery which is now finally in. We're almost a half an hour into this video and I feel like I haven't done nothing yet, so let's get to building. So this road will probably be fun to upgrade this to a highway sometime, but for now it should do the trick. Let's see where we're gonna expand into next. Let's just cover this straight up. Maybe build another farm area. Let's see what other industries we can get. We can get logging over here maybe. I don't feel like logging, and we can maybe get some stone. No, there's nowhere to get stone. Maybe we can upgrade our animal. So let's fill this area up with some animal farms also. Yeah, we're gonna have a farming city. We're gonna play farming simulator in City Skylines. How does that sound? That sounds like an awesome idea to me. Leave a comment below. Do you like farming simulator? Do you like farming at general, or are you just a hardcore city guy? You know, just love the city. Is that the only thing you go for? Because I like farms. I grew up on a farm, and it's my safe place. It's my happy place. Let's call it that. My happy place. Yeah, it's my happy place. Let's complete this farm. So the most difficult part of this video for me is to keep on talking to you guys and not let you guys lose interest in me. And I must say it's not easy because my first language isn't English at all. It isn't English, and I need to get comfortable speaking English because I think I'm gonna speak it still a lot because it's a popular language. It's the I think most understood language in the world. If you know what I mean. Like not the most speak, but most understood. Like everybody understood English because what's there? There's a small village. That means we are one step closer to a large city, and we get 2 new development points. Let's go. And then we also get a signature building. This signature buildings helps out your city quite a lot. If you don't believe me, build your signature buildings in City Skylines. You will see your city will improve quite much, and read why it improved it and where you should build it. Don't build it anywhere. Don't build your signature building on its own plot. It should be in your city, and people should be influenced by it. So let's go check out what's my signature building. I got the signature building. So this is a little bit of a restaurant. So it needs to be near the residential areas, but also near my commercial area because people want to come and eat. So let's see. All the people that stays over here can come eat at this restaurant just about at this location over here. Nice. And you see the people that want to drive to their shopping area, they can go over this little bridge, and then they're gonna eat something nice at the local McDonald's. And then look at my big farms. These farms are producing quite a lot of resources. I believe so. Let's see, there's a little niche I want to fix. The stuff like this irritates me, so I want to fix it. Just quickly, boom, fixed, just like that. Now let's see how my production is going. I have a lot of expenses, and this is how a poor business is doing business. But production, we do not generate enough at all. We're using 20 tons of that coal. Yeah, it's because of our power station. 20 tons of coal, and we only generate 500 kilos of livestock and also grain, and we use 6 tons. So at the moment we are very much in the deficit. So we need to get ourselves in the positive. But I see a green line. That means citizens wants to come into my city, and I can build the European style small apartment buildings. So I think this can house more people, this apartment building. So let's get that in. Nice stuff. So the city is coming quite good together. The industrial area is complaining because there's the lack of workers in the city, but I think it's because of my city farms. The city farms, believe me guys, will make the profit. I just love this area. It looks so pretty, makes me happy. But we need to still keep on developing the city to much bigger and much larger. So over here we want to have a road going down. So you see, parking is something that's going to be important in the city because everybody is parking on the side road. Why am I guy parking over here? And you walked all the way down there. So that's quite stupid. So I need to work on my parking areas. I need parking in the city. That's going to be important. That's going to be #1 thing to think about. And over here, let's create another bit of residential area. Let's create a little flow. Over here, I want a nice little solid bridge. Like a bridge over this road. Just like that. It's a 4-lane road. So now that I think about it, I want a 4-lane road that goes around the whole city. That's gonna be my new arterial road. Yeah, let's do that. Then we would be fine with our traffic. So let's build a new arterial road. So over here we're gonna go over the highway. Then we're gonna work our way. I don't know the way. Let's just delete this road for the moment. Maybe let's build with this. I like this road. I like this one. I like this one. Let's build with this one, yeah. So we're gonna build a bridge, 90-degree bridge, just like that. Then we come down, just like that. We're gonna come down also this way, something like that. And now we're gonna work our way around over here. I'm probably gonna break a house or two for this, but it's gonna be alright. The residents will understand the improvements of the city is much important than the happiness of my residents. That's not true. How will I get around over here? Oh, I shouldn't though. I shouldn't. That's the thing. I built myself a bit fush because maybe I'm gonna do a tunnel underneath here, a whole tunnel. But that's a bit unrealistic. Maybe just a house that goes through this whole area over here. So if I go through here, yeah. I'm gonna break some buildings, but it's gonna be alright. No, it's not gonna be alright. So we're gonna go with a nice little bridge. So from here, we're just gonna bridge to over here. Just like this. Follow this bridge. Don't do this at home, guys. Don't do this at home. This is quite stupid. No. I'm taking that thought back. That's a stupid idea. It's a low residential area. It will have enough traffic. It won't get traffic issues. Let's generate a new arterial road out of this 4-lane roads, and maybe upgrade these roads to highways once I have them. I can get highways? No, I'm not gonna. Okay, so the garbage are still fine for some reason. And I also need to build schools. Because my people need to get educated. So I think this little area would be quite good for schools. So let's go with the small elementary school over here. Let's plonk it. I think here's the best spot. Plonk it over here. Boom. And then a small little high school. Let's see what's the cheapest. Small little high school. Over here. Now we have high schools. Now residents can go to school. They won't be stupid like me. I'm just joking. I shouldn't say that. That's quite depressing. So from here on, we're gonna go with we're gonna connect this road up to this area with a big roundabout, I think. So let's just do that, and then a 90-degree angle, and then we're gonna come back with a 90-degree angle just like that, and then we're gonna take a big roundabout like that. Then we're gonna connect it up with a regular old 2-lane thick 2-lane road, just like that. Something like that. Why are this roundabout looking like this? No. Take it out, take it out. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. Let's try again. Roundabout. In. That's. Why are you looking like that? Let's go with a smaller one. Nope. This is irritating me now. Let's put another roundabout. Boom. Then a 2-lane road coming out. Let's go with a 4-lane road, maybe. Maybe it would look better. Still doing that. Why is it doing that though? That's quite irritating. I'm wasting my time just because one thing is irritating me. No, I'm not gonna let that one thing stop me. That looks ugly. Ugly. I have a plan. I have a plan. It's gonna be a good plan. So we're gonna take the regular old one-ways, and let's see, the traffic is coming from this side, and it's gonna go into the roundabout over here-ish, yes. And then from here, it's gonna go out, back, into the city over there. Now the traffic can go in. So in, out. So what about the guys coming from this side? How they gonna? They're just gonna do a nice little U-turn over the road, and we are a large village. Not a city yet, but a large village. That's awesome. And we got another little signature house. And the signature house is a grill. Gonna grill some hamburgers. So let's put our grill close to our schools. That would be quite awesome if I can just fit it in over here somewhere. Nice. Now people can get themselves some nice little burgers. And we also, our industry demand just grown, and I'm not letting, I didn't saw it at all, so I've lost a bit of time for this both little houses around the schools. And then also we're going to do high industry areas over here. And then yeah, I'm talking, I mean residential areas. You guys understand me by now. I'm saying random stuff a lot of the time. So from here on, we have this little path over here, so we can just expand our industry area over here. So a lot of traffic is moving in here, so I don't want to mess it up by putting it in another stop. So let's just go over another little road, and we're gonna connect up to there. Make sure it's 90 degrees. And then we'll make ourselves a nice little block just around there, and that should do it. So where we're gonna connect up this road. Let's check. So the traffic is coming from this side. So I have an idea. So we're going to do only a one-way from here on in. Just something like that. And then we're gonna have a nice little curve over here, where we're gonna connect up to the road again. Something like that. That looks stupid. It's gonna work though. I promise you that. So we don't want to build low industry areas next to highways. We want to build high industry because it's already loud, so they won't complain. And then we're gonna go build our low industry areas a bit closer inside, in the middle, just like this. And then we're gonna just plop some more high industrial area in, and then we should satisfy our demand. Let's take another sip of this coffee. So we have fire stations, and we also have police stations. And I have some money to work with, so let's get this in. A fire station, a small fire station. Now we're gonna take it over here. This is gonna be an important place, but I think that's a nice little connection to this whole city. And then we're gonna take a police station, small police station, next to the fire station. Why not? Classic. It's classic. It looks just perfect. And now we have a road that doesn't have any water. Now we just need to unmark that area, because otherwise they're gonna build something every time, then they're gonna have no service, and that's not my fault. They decided to build over there. And now we're gonna work our way down over to this road. I need to buy another little block, I believe. Let's first delete this, get our 4-lane road back, and let's work our way down to over here-ish. Then we're gonna do some curvy stuff, just like this. And then we're gonna work our way around to that highway, I think. Yes, to that highway. So this is gonna be a new arterial road. When the city population increases, it's gonna be quite important. So let's just make sure this is a nice little stretch house, and we get another signature building, a modern classic. And that signature building, I think, is a residential signature building, so I'm gonna check it out. Now just finish this little highway design of mine, just like this. Then we're gonna go down over to here-ish, and now we need to connect up to that circle, which I could actually upgrade. So let's just make sure we can go next to it, just like that. And now we're gonna upgrade a circle Nope, it doesn't want that's too big. Something like this. Nope, bit too big. I think everything's gonna be too big, except it the same. Yeah, because I have that little road over there. It's quite stupid. So let's think of a way to. Okay, I have it. Let's go over 4-lane road down to town. 4-lane road, and we're gonna go town, and we're gonna connect up over there. Now we're gonna put in a massive roundabout, just like that. And now we can take out that small little roundabout. So people will just slow down here to 60, so they can come in 120, and they're gonna slow down, and they're gonna go into the city. But now they can also make use of my little 4-lane road. Oh, there's another one. See if this stuff irritates me quite a lot. So we need to take all these owners. Where's all these owners? It's over here, and then we need to dezone this and this. Because every building that's gonna come up here is gonna have no. Oh, we're running out of power. Nice. So what should I do now? Should I build another power station or should I import power? I think I'm gonna import power because the coal is quite eating me alive at the moment. So let's just put a little power station just about here-ish. And then we're gonna go underground, just over here. We're gonna connect the power station up. And now the grid should be satisfied with imported power. And we can also upgrade our industrial zone. So over here I wanted to build farms, but let's go with industrial zone, why not? So let's go grab our regular 2-lane roads. And let's build our industrial little zone thingy over here. So let's keep with that 90-degree angle built. Gonna come out of here. Can we get it connected? Yes we can. Can we build it? Yes we can. Another 90-degree, no, that wasn't 90, but it looked great, so that's the only thing that matters. Then we can do just a little dead end trick over here again. Dead end, nice. And now we can do some industrial zoning, yay! Oh, we're gonna produce that water source, but I don't give a damn about that. And over here we need to connect up with this road. How will we connect up with this road? What's better than, yes, a circle. As easy as that. So we're gonna connect up the road, and then we're gonna take a circle, and we're gonna put a nice little roundabout in. What the what? That's the first time seeing something like that. The road didn't connect actually correctly. That's quite weird. So let's just connect it up. Oh, that should work. Now we should put a roundabout in. Now it should work, yes. Now here we're gonna do another roundabout. Then we're gonna connect up this road again. And the cool thing about this area, we're gonna do a little residential area over here. Or should we? Because it's next to an arterial road. Again, should we not? Why are you guys building and you don't have anything? You don't have power, you don't have nothing, and you just keep on building over there. Just dezone that area. Nice. So this area we need to do parks and stuff because the people don't get to the road that much. Look at all those guys parking next to each other over here. So we need our demand for just regular residential is growing. So let's build another residential area. So over here we're gonna go with residence, and then we're gonna go with a 2-lane spin road over here. I think let's go off from this road, and we're gonna follow the landscape again. And then we're gonna build nice little residential areas again, like this one next to the shore. Nice little beach residential areas. Go to there. And now we can connect up with a strictly 90-degree angle, and we can connect up to over there with a strictly 90-degree angle, just like this. And we can maybe fit in a nice little dead end over there, just like that. And now we can take our residential areas that's gonna be next to the side. We're just gonna paint in this areas, and that should build them. This should build by itself. And then we're gonna go over regular areas in this little corner over here as well. Just like that. And they have a transformer near them, but they shouldn't be harmed by that transformer. It doesn't make noise pollution, I believe. Yeah, its noise pollution is low. Take another sip of my coffee. How much time is left? So we have about 20 minutes left. I think we did great so far. We did great. We haven't had any traffic issues. And the citizens are not sad. And they don't complaining about anything. So that's positive to look at. But now we have that in. So we have this area still to work with. What are we gonna build here? Let's soon check out our signature bolt. Signature bolt. Nothing over here. Ah, we have a little signature. So you see, in 1 kilometer radius, I think it's radius, it improves well-being by 4. So that's quite good. So we need to put it in a high area. So I think over here it should be. Oh, it's a massive building. Oh, it's a chunky building. I didn't know it's a chunky. So we're gonna sacrifice some houses. We're a ground village. We're a ground village. We're a ground village. Let's go. So we're gonna sacrifice our houses for the well-being of the city. And then we have another signature building that I just managed to get now. And should I sacrifice more buildings for this? Yes, I should. Boom. Yeah. Awesome. That looks. Look at the curve. Look at that curvature. Look at. Looks beautiful. Oh, and we finally have offices. And offices meaning we're close to a city. We're close. And we also have a nice little on to go. I call this an in and out. Why not? I don't know what is this, but where can I plonk this? Let's say about over here. It's like the restaurant lane. Nice stuff. Do I have more stuff to build? Okay, now I'm done with my signature buildings. So now we need to get some office areas in. We also need to get, there's a lot of demand we need to satisfy, and I'm so glad we can satisfy so much demand. So that means I can build a lot of stuff. So let's go with a road. And this road we want to curve. So let's go to there, and we want to go to over this corner just over here. We want to connect up over there, and maybe we can turn this into a little circle just like that. And then we're gonna have houses over there. So we can come from here, we can get another little piece of road. So expanding from here. And then we're gonna go down and fill up this area. Just like this. And then we're just gonna do a blocky road over here, connecting those up again. Now I have some space to build over there. And over here we're gonna build, I think, some offices over here. So let's just build a nice little road that's cut through this whole area over here. Then we have enough place to build. I think we have a nice little bridge. We have another nice little bridge over there. And now we can fit in our office areas just like here. Okay, so here we're going to do office areas. So let's keep it next to the road, nice and clean. And now some high in residential area over here, next to the commercial areas. And we can still keep on putting some low residential areas in this little corners over here, just like this. Keep that low residential area. And then we can still finish it off with some high. Now we have some more residential areas in. So now we want to improve our industrial area, so let's keep on building our industrial area on this little corner. Let's keep on expanding it. Nice. So we have a nice little arterial road that connects to that point. So here we're gonna get some build up traffic. So at some point this is gonna be a hectic circle. So we need to get our traffic to flow maybe down to this side over here, so they can get into the city from this side as well, and not only just from this side, because it's gonna catch me at some point. I can tell you guys that. So we want, that's quite cool. We have unlocked this area. I need to build this. Why didn't I build this? Let's build. So this is more. This is actually This is low rent houses. So it's cheap houses and a lot of people can stay in it. And when you build cheap rent houses, people want to have shops to spend on. So now we can build more shops as well. And let's build a shop over there and there. That should satisfy all the demand we need. And then we have our offices coming in over here. And all the demand should be satisfied, I think. How are farming doing? Let's go check that out real quick while I'm taking a sip of my coffee. So at the moment we're actually making a surplus livestock demand. We're selling some livestock, and our wheat or grains are not yet in a surplus. We actually in a huge deficit, and we're still using a lot of coal. So in the future, coal mining would be an awesome adventure to go into. And we also make some profits. Well, don't mind if I do. We also have some public transport, so maybe a bus depot won't hurt that much. So let's expand to this little block area. You haven't seen me buy a new tile yet. I'm very conservative in buying tiles, but it's time to buy a new tile. So let's buy 2 new tiles. I've actually unlocked 18 tiles. Buy a tile over there. 2 tiles over there. That's gonna cost me a lot. It's gonna hurt me, but we need tiles. So I think it is time to get in a waste remover, a landfill. So we're gonna put it over down to here-ish. Yep. We're gonna do a landfill just around. It's gonna come out from here. Yeah, we can do that. So we're just gonna go for a little 2-lane road out from here to there. Now we're gonna do a landfill slide. Landfill, where just this one, yeah. This will work. And now we're gonna we're gonna fill this area up with some lovely garbage. Who doesn't like garbage? Not me. We need to fill this area up, just like down. The garbage truck is on its move. It's going to get all the garbage. Let's fill it up over here. For those guys that still keep on watching, thank you. I appreciate it very much. Really, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And please comment if you're still watching at this moment, because that's insane. I don't think there would be anyone at the moment watching this video. So if the probabilities of someone commenting is I don't think it's quite high. I think it's low. Yeah, it's very low. It's in. I managed to do it. So we have a landfill sliding over here. Nice job. You can remove some waste from the city. And now we need to do something about this highways over here. So let's go to our expansion and let's unlock ourselves some highways. That took up a lot of the points, but it should do the work, as I said. And over here we want to expand these lanes, I think, into more lanes, into 4 lanes. Let's see if we can do that. Something like that. Yes. This side also. So now we have extra 2 lanes to work down from here. And then we're gonna work our way to this little area over here. Just so that you can provide the citizens with another way to get into the city. But what if you're coming from here anyway? Yeah, that's gonna be tough. So I need to come from here. Yes. So you're gonna go through this corner over here. So roads and roads and roads, but it's gonna do the trick, I promise you guys that. So let's keep on with this regular angle road. Yes. And we're gonna come down all the way and we're gonna meet up at this circle. Just like this. So now they have another way entering the city. And from this circle we're gonna build ourselves a nice little area to expand into residence. So let's, from this road we're gonna go 4-lane road, I think. Yes. 4-lane, which gonna be just another arterial road. Just like this. Yes. And then we're going to build a nice little, another circle maybe? No, we're not gonna go for another circle. Let's just take out the 4-lane road and keep it 2-lane road. So I'm making it too complicated for myself. So we're gonna go with 2-lane road, just a nice little straight 2-lane road, 90-degree angle, and then we're gonna turn on 2-lane road. It's gonna go. We're gonna do a little T, I think, or cross maybe over here. So yeah, let's go for cross. So now it's a T, and then it's a nice little 4-way stop, just like this. And from here on, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go next to the little highway over here, where we're gonna develop just like this. First time using this, it's quite cool. Boom. It's a lot of turns. I like it. I like it a lot. Now we want to connect it up again, just like this. Now we're just gonna go with narrow streets in here. Then we can plant this zone as well. Zone it as, I think, high commercial area or high residential area. Let's call it high residential area. So let's do this. Now we can do that. So we have a nice little crossroad. Maybe let's go with some parking roads. I haven't used it quite as much, so let's go with parking roads, just like that. And then I'm gonna go into my painting tool, and then I'm gonna paint some heavy industry area along this parking zones. And then we're gonna go just not that heavy residential areas next to that. Then we should have a new little bit of development coming into the city. And next to this main road, we always want to go with offices. And then offices also as well down here. The offices near to the big roads. So the traffic should flow better. And there it is. Our traffic problem is on its way. I thought that if I put in this circle over here, the traffic issue will go away, but doesn't seem like it. At the moment we have about over 6 minutes left. So what can you do in 6 minutes? We can look at the tractor holding some grain, maybe some feed for the chicken coop over there. Is the chicken or cow? I'm not sure. I don't know why I call it. I think it's chicken. Yeah, I'm getting distracted at the moment. But you see, my citizens are happy. That's all that's problem. It's just the lack of entertainment. Why don't I provide them with entertainment? Let's do that for a change. Let's provide them with some entertainment. It would be cool if I can put a circle inside a circle. That would have been cool. Is it connected to the road though? I think so. I think it is. So this is also a slow way of getting into the city. Everybody is wanting to go into the city using that road. They're quite lazy. So we can build some more industry area over here. Sure, let's go and just take a regular 2-lane road. Just cut off this point over here. So we don't want to connect to this 4-lane road directly. We just want to make a block. I'm going to make a block out of this thin 2-lane road so we have more space for the industry to develop into, just like this. And then we want to make a nice little T connecting up over it. And just a T like that. Nice. And now we want to paint in our industrial area, just like that. And that should develop quite good. And now we need some more blue zones. So yeah, we don't have blue zones yet, so we can actually put in some blue zones over here. It hasn't developed fully, so let's just put the blue zone in over there. And that should satisfy it, I think. Almost? Not yet? We need more fun. This people doesn't have any fun at the moment. Let's give them more fun over here, and then also entertainment. That area, just about there. And where can I provide you guys with more entertainment? Over here. And we're finally a tiny town. We're in the town range. We're out of the village range. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. I'm happy. If you guys are happy. This video was an exciting experience, I must say so myself. So let's see what's new stuff we can go unlock. Oh, train area would be quite nice. So much stuff I can get. The park maintenance. Let's get our guys some Wi-Fi. Let's get our guys some signal that their phones actually can work quite properly. Oh, this thing is expensive. So we want this somewhere in the center of the city. I think over here. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Boom. Now my people can have connection to the outside world. That's always good to have. I don't think of a negative thing that can come out of that. This is a small little building. I can actually plop it down over there. That's cute. And then we have another little lobster tail. So we have a, what's that thing called in America? That lobster restaurant? I don't know. Leave a comment in below if you're still watching. So we can put this, we want to put it ideally in some of these orange zones. Over there I can actually, nice. So this is still the restaurant area. Restaurant lane, I need to name it restaurant lane. Do we have another house over here? No, not another signature house. Nope. And then next up we have some new zones, I think. Oh, we got some new farming. We got some cotton. We had some stone. Coal. Is there coal nearby? Oh, it's far away. Is there a diamond nearby? Well, oh, oil. Can maybe start an oil mine over here. We're gonna make a lot of oil. So in the moment, this is the only way they can get to this area, and this area quite needs a lot of cars. How can I fix this? It's a 1-lane road. Yeah, I should have gone with the 4-lane road, man. Because look at all this traffic just flowing into, and they all just want to come over to here. But maybe if I do a cheeky little entry from this side, it should fix it. It never do. I promise you guys, this never works. But I always want just to do this, just a tap. It's just a little tap. Boop. Easy. It doesn't work, but why not try? I have a good suspicion it wouldn't work. And we have 1 minute and 40. What can we do in this last minute of our city building phase? I like it. What do you guys think? Let's just admire the city for a moment. We have our nice little residential zone at the top. We have our industrial zone here at the left hand side, and on top of the right hand side we have a high residential zone. So for New Wanton, I think this is quite a good build. But I think I want to leave it here. I don't have any more ideas. Let's see how happy with my citizens. Can I make them happy with one build? Maybe a post office. Let's see, we have 50 seconds left. The post office. Oh yeah, we can do a post office. Boom! That immediately makes them happy. Yeah. And traffic. Nah, I don't know. I'm not gonna fix the traffic at the moment. But I think that is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this long 1-hour video. And if you watched it till the end, please leave a comment. I appreciate you very much. Honestly. I appreciate you more than this whole world, because that would give me a lot of view time, and that's what I'm searching for at the moment. I have enough subscribers, I have enough videos, views. I only need the hours. So I'm hitting for that. But that's the last seconds. Goodbye.